As you guys can see, I'm wearing flip-flops and I look calm today. That's because I'm not going to be doing the review on this Honda Civic or this FK8, that being the FK7. I brought along a very passionate Honda enthusiast. I won't say passionate, I'd say more brainwashed by the Honda brand. Chris he's not how do I say, he isn't new to the channel. He's been here with his FN2 and his Honda S2000, so he has more than enough experience of Hondas and the history with Hondas, and I thought it would be nice to get his perspective on the latest generation FK7. So yeah, let's roll this video.
I had a dream you died last night. I woke up mouthing things I should have said, but I slept on those words.
Hello everyone, welcome to libeRebil. This is Chris's FK8 Type R. It's his pride and joy, and as you can see by the color of this car, he spec'd this car pretty interesting. Now I must admit, I'm not a fan of the way these cars look. It's not to everyone's liking, and that's the truth. I mean, if you want to kind of hide under the radar, then this isn't the car that you're going to want to go for. However, it's allowed to look like this. It's a Type R after all, and I think no other manufacturer did it the way Honda did the design of this car. It just looks bold, striking. I mean, Chris was even saying that people on the road stop him and look at the car all the time because I honestly, in my rearview mirror, this thing looked like a demon coming on towards me. Stunning looking car. This is Honda's turbocharged K-series engine, and as per usual, it's an astonishing engine. So the exhaust manifold is built into the cylinder head. You basically only have your turbo ports coming out. It's built to be a maintenance-free engine, and that means it's bloody reliable, and you can boost the stuff hell of a power. This obviously is a standard car, so yeah, Chris did do a bit of styling stuff to it, but that's about it. And here we move on to the new FK7, 1.8 liter, my apologies, coupled with a CVT transmission. It makes just over 100 kilowatt and around just over 170 Newton meters of torque. Typical Honda, naturally aspirated, not much torque. But again, the design is that very controversial, striking look that Honda's kind of going for now. And again, it's not to everyone's liking, but where this car kind of defines itself in the space is the way it handles. And that's something Honda's doing a cut above the rest. I've driven a lot of the competition, and the turning on this car is a lot more crisper than what I remember previous generation normal Hondas being. So let's get Chris behind the wheel of his FK8 and behind the wheel of this FK7, and let's go for a drive and see what he thinks about these cars. Okay guys, so I'm joined with Chris. How's it, bro? Long time no see.
Long time.
Everyone's been asking me when you modifying your S2000.
Sure, bro. Let's just say I modified my family with a little baby girl, so unfortunately I had to sacrifice on the S2000.
The car that you loved yet.
Yeah, I suppose I replaced it with something else that I feel it's ticked all the boxes for me.
Chris, this is dumb fast, bruh.
Type R, brother. What you expect? Eh? What you expect? There's a couple of guys out there that have got modified ones that are. I chat a lot to the guys overseas as well, especially on Instagram, and that's also part of the reason why it's frustrating for me, is because overseas the guys are doing some ridiculously cool things to their FK8s and FK2s, and let me just tell you something, it's blowing out the competition. The amount of power that these cars can make, reliable power.
Yeah, and it's a Honda.
I was chatting to the dude, Honda Pro Jason, the other day as well, just on some advice on a few things, and I don't think there's an FK engine that has failed yet with regards to breakages and stuff. So no, rods damage, no bearing damage. So it's quite impressive.
I remember when I saw the build of this engine, it's built to be a maintenance-free component. Yes, motor is phenomenal.
And also, listen, I mean, you drive a lot of cars. The way this thing revs for a turbo car and the way it makes power, it's insane. Honestly, I mean, I've got a Golf 7 GTI that's got spice in it, and it's nothing like this thing.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so we're gonna make a U-turn and then we're going to catch you guys in the other car. Chris, initial impressions.
I think for me, the interior is quite nice. It's not too bad.
I'm sitting differently also. I'm sitting lower.
Yes, yeah.
So
but I mean,
you feel?
Yeah,
it's sharp.
It's very sharp, yeah.
Which is weird.
It kind of feels like the FK8 a little bit in a sport mode. But it's got the lightness of the steering wheel of the FK8 in comfort mode.
Yes.
So I do like the steering. It's nice and sharp and it's nice and light.
And obviously this is targeted.
Yeah, especially for like, I mean, if I'm going to use this as a daily drive car, I don't want something that's going to be sharp all the time.
Yeah. So the engine in this car, Chris, is a 1.8 liter. Believe it or not, it's a single overhead cam, naturally aspirated engine.
Wow.
And it's producing 103 kilowatt and 174 newton meters of torque or thereabouts. What's funny with the car is it's not that slow. However, I picked up, which I don't know if you're gonna pick up, but I want to see if you're gonna pick up something about something. So I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but there's something in this car that I'm not too happy about. But I prefer it if it was something else.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see. So you can put your foot down anyway, Chris.
Yeah, so I mean, putting my foot down there, I mean, obviously the power is chalk and cheese. I think I would say I would prefer this car in manual, I would say. I think it just would be a lot more fun and sharper with regards to the power delivery. I think I don't know, is this what, it's not DSG.
This is CVT.
The CVT gearbox seems a little bit lazy in my opinion. So I don't know if Honda's gone that road because they're targeting a clientele that's maybe more easy going.
Yeah.
But from my experience with the BMWs and the sort of the Golfs, they're a lot more. They're a lot more. Okay, could be a lot interesting, yeah. So I don't know. Is he gonna move?
Yeah. There you go. Oh yeah, no, we can actually go.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, we were like
it's a compound harvester on the road.
Like a Megatron coming towards you.
Yeah.
Like what the hell to do now?
So I think the car's in drive mode. It's nice and smooth. It's nice, you know. It's not loud. The engine actually has quite a decent sound. It's not too bad for stock.
And what's also weird is it's not. I think it's got some variable valve lift over there.
Yeah, it's got a bit of lift in it.
What's also weird about it is the ride quality.
Very nice, eh?
No?
Very comfortable.
The interior cabin is quiet.
100%. It's like I said to you, the leather interior is actually quite nice. It's not it's not that typical hard sort of leather that gets quite brittle in the sun. It's quite nice. It's perforated as well, which is very nice.
And look, as in Chris's car, this over here was all like Alcantara. This as well was all Alcantara in his car. I think here as well he had Alcantara. Which
look, I'm gonna. Yes, I am a Honda guy, but I've also got a VW. I love my VW as well. Completely different cars compared to Honda. But one thing I will say about Japanese styling, and this is for me why I love them so much, is that this will be the 1.8. Then you get the 1.5 SI, which was launched overseas, which I think would be an excellent seller for Honda. It's also turbocharged. But the interior of this car, compared to my Type R, is chalk and cheese.
Yeah.
Where the German cars, in my opinion, there's not much effort put into the styling.
Yeah.
So your TSI and your GTI and your R car will basically all be very similar with regard to styling.
Yeah.
It's maybe just the dials that are red or a badge that's red.
Yes.
So I think Honda, for a basically a daily drive, I think the styling on this car is actually very nice. I like the look of it.
And you know what I also think? And I think we're coming at a time now where people kind of want something that's a bit there.
Yes.
Like people want to know, like, I just bought a new car.
100%.
But I think what's getting me on the Honda train, and I think what's going to get a lot of you guys on the Honda train, or a lot of you guys already on the Honda train, the reliability.
Yeah.
I mean, this 1.8 NA motor is going to go, 400,000 kilometers?
Easily.
And not have really much issues. I'm not too sure about the CVT's reliability.
I would say, to be honest with you, I think the only disadvantage, and this is like I say, me having driven other rival
cars,
auto cars, I would say this car in a manual gearbox would have been a lot better. Definitely. I think it would be a lot more fun to drive. The CVT is not sharp enough for me to, as a younger person, it's not sharp enough for me to enjoy this car.
Exactly.
I see it's got the little.
Paddle shifters, you can
Yeah,
try.
let's-
So it's probably got simulators, so you can go one down for ease.
Yeah, let's see. This is in sport mode. Okay. Okay,
And
so
then-
it's got 6-speed, which is pretty cool.
So what's it doing is basically you've got two belts, two pulleys, right, and a belt. And then every time you pull a gear, it's simulating a gear shift.
Oh wow.
So it will make you feel as though you're changing it, but you're actually just moving those pulleys.
You
know what I mean?
It's not as. That's what I say. It's very different sort of.
Yeah. But give it a shot, but let's put pedal to the metal here at the stop
Let's,
line. And let's see what
yeah.
the performance is like.
Let's wait for this truck to go. Okay, he wants me
Okay,
to
he's
go.
cool.
That's awesome.
Let's see, let's see. Yeah, the CVT is not quick. Not
Yeah,
very quick to...
it's definitely not as aggressive. But having said that, though, I mean, the power is not unbelievable, but it's not meant to have that kind of drive.
1.8.
But I will say that the handling and the feel of the steering wheel on the road, it's very responsive.
Right?
It's
I
very
thought I
good.
was the only one because
Very
I
good.
drove a couple of cars as one. I'm like, why does this car feel so sharp?
Very nice, I must say it's very nice. The car, funny enough, the more you're doing into the bends, look, we're not racing into the bends
Yeah,
here,
of
but I'm
course.
just saying the more I'm putting into the bends, the more stable the car feels.
Yeah,
It
the car's
feels
sharp.
it's not floaty or anything at all. It's very nice, especially for I would say for a family sedan.
Of course,
Very
of
nice.
course.
But I will say one thing about this car, it's very comfortable. The
It
seats
is.
are very nice.
Anyway, guys, Chris, thank you so much for coming to do a little video here on
Pleasure.
libeRebil. I
No
really
worries.
appreciate it. You guys can check Chris out on his Instagram. He's doing quite a bit of things over there as well. We are going to do a full-fledged feature on his FK8. It'll obviously be with me driving. It'll be a bit more intense video. We'll do pulls and stuff like that. And we'll do draggy data as well for you. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one, Chris.
Definitely.
So we'll see. We'll see. Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, share with your family. We're trying to get libeRebil to 100,000 subscribers by next year, June. We'd really love to accomplish that here. Be free, be you. libeRebil.
Out.